What's up, guys? I'm ArieRashelle, and this is Nuggets of Truth. Before Jesus was crucified, he was anointed at Bethany by an unnamed woman. When she did this, Jesus said that what she had done would be told wherever the gospel was preached in memory of her. Here's the thing, she's never named. So how can it be done in memory of her? Let's read that real quick. Matthew chapter 26, verses 6 through 13. Now when Jesus was at Bethany in the house of Simon the leper, a woman came up to him with an alabaster flask of every expensive ointment, and she poured it on his head as he reclined at table. And when the disciples saw it, they were indignant, saying, "Why this waste? For this could have been sold for a large sum and given to the poor." But Jesus, aware of this, said to them, "Why do you trouble the woman? For she has done a beautiful thing to me. For you always have the poor with you, but you will not always have me. In pouring this ointment on my body, she has done it to prepare me for burial. Truly I say to you, wherever this gospel is proclaimed in the whole world, what she has done will also be told in memory of her." According to Jesus, this was so important that he made it a point to say that it would be told in memory of her. So why isn't she named? Zacchaeus is not only named but described. The man who carried Jesus' cross, the man whose tomb Jesus was laid in, even the man whose home they were in when he was anointed, they were all named. We only know one thing about Mary Magdalene, yet whenever she's around, she's named. So why isn't this woman named? Well, I believe she is named. We just gotta look for it a bit. Let's read verse 12 again. "In pouring this ointment on my body, she has done it to prepare me for burial." This is the key to the woman's identity. If you remember, before the triumphal entry, a woman anointed Jesus at Bethany, and Jesus said that she would save it to prepare him for burial. Let's take a look at that real quick. John chapter 12, verses 1 through 8. 6 days before the Passover, Jesus therefore came to Bethany, where Lazarus was, whom Jesus had raised from the dead. So they gave a dinner for him there. Martha served, and Lazarus was one of those reclining with him at table. Mary therefore took a pound of expensive ointment made from pure nard, and anointed the feet of Jesus and wiped his feet with her hair. The house was filled with the fragrance of the perfume, but Judas Iscariot, one of his disciples, he who was about to betray him, said, "Why was this ointment not sold for 300 denarii and given to the poor?" He said this not because he cared about the poor, but because he was a thief, and having charged the money bag, he used to help himself to what was put into it. Jesus said, "Leave her alone, so that she may keep it for the day of my burial. For the poor you always have with you, but you do not always have me." The unnamed woman who anointed Jesus for his burial would then have to be Mary, the sister of Martha and Lazarus, the man Jesus raised from the dead. She had anointed Jesus with the expensive ointment before his triumphal entry and wiped his feet with her hair. And when Judas tries to condemn her for this, look at what Jesus says, verse 7. Jesus said, "Leave her alone, so that she may keep it for the day of my burial." According to Jesus, Mary was to save the rest of the ointment for the day of his burial. Let me remind you of what Jesus said when the unnamed woman anointed his head with ointment and the disciples were indignant. Matthew chapter 26, verse 12. "In pouring this ointment on my body, she has done it to prepare me for burial." So just to sum everything up for you guys, Mary, the sister of Martha and Lazarus, was the one who anointed Jesus' feet before the triumphal entry. She was told that she was to then save that ointment for Jesus' burial. On the day she anointed Jesus' head with the ointment, Jesus said that this story would be told anywhere the gospel would be proclaimed in memory of her. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please feel free to like, comment, share, and subscribe to our channel. And until next time, God bless.